Hey guys, it's Rob here. Today we're going over another highly requested location, that being Laurel, Maryland. This was home to a former 3 stage that surprisingly saw the light of day in some form. You'll see what I mean later. For now, I want to thank Peter Griffin Guy 444 for originally requesting this location, and also thank Cameron-PW2KE, Thomas in the Tank Railway 1993, who also helped me with a bit of the info in this video, and that one Speenix for requesting this location. As usual, I've gathered information from multiple different sources, which I'll be linking in the description. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, as in the next video, I'll be celebrating the milestone of hitting 4,000 subscribers. Anyways, let's get into the history of Showbiz Pizza Place and Chuck E. Cheese in Laurel, Maryland. The 936 Fairlawn Avenue location opened on October 27, 1982 as a Showbiz Pizza Place, the first and also only one in Maryland. They opened with the classic Rock-afire explosion, though unfortunately we don't have any photos or videos of this location during its time as a Showbiz Pizza, and also don't have any other info for this time. Beginning in 1989, due to a fallout between Creative Engineering and Showbiz Pizza Time Inc., concept unification occurred, in which every Showbiz Pizza place would convert the Rock-afire explosion band into Munch's Make Believe band. Laurel likely received it in 1991. We can see this in footage from 1991, showing the stage off. We also see that they had received the 1988 remodel by this point, repainting the walls white, adding colored checkers, and getting an exterior that likely looked similar to this. Here we can see some of the elements, such as these portraits from the remodel. The bots work great here, which makes sense for the time. We also see other things, such as the showroom walls, balcony seating, and blue and white awnings. We also know that by 1996, this location would receive the major 90s remodel, which would see the exterior be changed to the Cool Chuck exterior, receive new decor to replace the older decor, and likely add some form of the sky tubes as well. We can see the art and footage from 1996, which shows off these early 90s portraits, as well as some of the games, rides, ball pit, and the stage. They seem to be in pretty good shape here, with only Pasquale seeming to be lacking in movement. With Munch Jr. and Pizza Cam are still present, as expected. We also get to see their walk around during this time, with the 90s Chuck head in full tux attire. Between 2005 and 2006, this location will receive the 2005 update to the 2003 Cool Chuck reconfiguration. This would cause the exterior to be changed to an Avenger Chuck exterior, see newer decor added to replace some of the older decor, have some of the walls painted purple, and see the removal of the showroom walls and balcony seating. They would also expand during this time. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any photos or videos of the location during the 2000s. I did hear that Pizza Cam's mask was supposedly swapped out in the 2000s, though I can't confirm this. First photo from the 2010s comes from 2011, showing off the stage, where we can see all the characters have received plastic masks by this point, and also that Munch Jr. is gone. The TV no longer has its facade, and Chuck also has full Avenger attire here, including the cap. Chuck also has these weirdly shaped ears, with a different furring job as well around the inside. We also see that Munch's organ legs are now painted black. Another photo from 2012 shows that they still had Pizza Cam up to this point. Our first proper footage of the decade comes from 2014, where we see the show to be in pretty good shape here. Munch's neck fur is definitely worn here though, and Chuck's left arm raise appears to not be working properly. You can see here briefly that Jasper still has his latex strumming hand. Chuck also no longer has his Avenger cap on. A store tour from the same year shows off the entirety of the store, showing off the games, rides, sky tubes, and the art. We also see that the showroom is actually located on a lower elevation than the entrance and service area. In fact, most of the store is located on a lower elevation, with only the entrance and service area being on a higher elevation. This isn't something I'd noticed in prior footage before, so it's interesting seeing this now in 2014 footage. Footage from 2015 shows the stage to still be in pretty good shape, though I noticed that Chuck's mouth flow is now too slow. Footage from early 2016 shows the stage in great shape, with the stage decked out in Christmas attire from Christmas, which had happened recently at the time of this being recorded. The only noticeable issue here is the lack of a left arm raise for Chuck still. Footage from early 2017 shows the stage in pretty good shape still, though the most noticeable issue here is the fact that Munch's right eyelid gets stuck, indicating some sort of issue with it. Footage from mid-2018 shows the stage to be in great shape again, with no noticeable issues I can see. Footage from mid-2019 shows the stage to be in about the same shape. We also get to see Pizza Cam perform here, which is cool to see. 2020 footage shows that the bots are still in pretty good shape, though Chuck's left arm raise still appears to be out and one of Helen's hair ends aren't working either. The sky tubes and toddler zone will be removed by this point due to a certain pandemic as well. At some point in 2021, the original air compressor would break, causing most of the characters to be aired down. The sole exception would be Chuck, who would be powered using a smaller air compressor that was powerful enough to just run him. The footage you're seeing right now, from mid-2021, shows this off, with only Chuck performing and the other characters being completely still and clearly aired down. They also got Helen performing later that year as well, though the rest of the characters remained aired down. A few days after that, in mid-November of 2021, all the characters would finally perform again, where they're still working pretty well. Unfortunately, come June of 2022, the store would receive the 2.0 remodel. The last day of the 3 stage showed it to still be in pretty good shape, with Pasquale's arm flows being turned up, though one of his eye turns appears to be out, as his eyes are looking to his left when they're in neutral. You can also see here that Jasper still has his latex strumming hand, which is pretty cool to still see here. After this, the stage would be removed and replaced with a 2021 model dance floor and video wall. The grand reopening would happen on July 27th, 2022. As for the bots, they would actually be sent back to the Showbiz Pizza Time distribution center, where they still remain to this day as far as I know. That is, except for PizzaCam. You see, Pineville became one of 5 legacy stores, which meant that they would be keeping their stage despite being remodeled to 2.0. Alongside this would be the reintroduction of PizzaCam, which would happen on June 18th, when it would be delivered to the store. Turns out, this ended up being Laurel's PizzaCam, but with a twist. The bot originally came from the Fairfax, Virginia location, and ended up replacing Laurel's original PizzaCam at some point. I have no clue for sure when this was, but considering the mask was supposedly replaced in the 2000s, I would not be surprised if Fairfax's bot ended up being sent to Laurel around that time, hence the newer mask. Anyways, this PizzaCam is the last remnant of Laurel to remain in a store, now performing in the Pineville location in Charlotte, North Carolina. In conclusion, Laurel was an interesting location to cover, despite being a mostly standard 3 stage. It remained in pretty good shape throughout its lifespan, and having one of the last blue masked pizza cams was also pretty interesting to see. Seeing that same pizza cam eventually end up at Pineville is also quite nice to see. Overall, this was an interesting location to cover, even if it was fairly standard. Thank you guys for watching this video. Although Laurel didn't end up being the most interesting location, it was still interesting to research and see its condition remain pretty good throughout its lifespan. My next video is going to be my 4,000 subscriber special, going over why a beach bear, despite having the same amount of movements as a 16 movement Studio C Chuckbot, is more interesting to watch than it. If you'd like to see that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you're notified when it drops. God bless, and I hope you all have a blessed day.